Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Some exciting news, at least for me, hopefully you. We're going to start working on the 27 Tall T, aka Gold Rush. Um, the weather is broke, or it's not 3,000 degrees out now, and I feel I should get the body prepared and the chassis handled so we could get some paint on it. So, what I'm working with right now is part of the process is um, I've got 53 Chevy Delray taillights. These came on 53 Chevy Delrays, pretty much the model below the Impala, and kind of like these tail lights. I think they'll look pretty cool, but they need to have a little modification done to them, in my personal opinion, because they are pretty fat. So what I'm going to do is I am going to thin them up a little bit. I'm going to run a bead of tape around it and then use my Dremel wheel and cut a ring off of it so it's shallow, so it's not as chunky looking. What's good about these is, if you could see in the light, you could cut these down pretty darn deep and get away with it. Ask me how I know. I ain't gonna tell you. But so I'm gonna start getting these taped up a little bit, and then I'll show you where the cut line's gonna be, and then not tonight but probably tomorrow we will start cutting these. But it will be the next frame. Then that's the good thing about YouTube, is you don't have to wait. I do. So this is what we're looking at. This will be my cut line. These will be much thinner. I think they'll look pretty darn good. We'll get them cut out. The whizzer wheel. What do you think? You like it, Diggy? Yeah, he's a good boy. He likes whatever his daddy likes. That's Diesel. All right. So next frame, we'll be cutting. All right, so we're back with the 58 delray tail lens that we're going to be modifying. I had to charge up the GoPro. To be honest, I did start without you guys. I know. I did it. The other thing is, probably going to show you maybe some of the cutting on this, because the my Dremel right here, even though it's kind of fancy, it's probably about 14 years old, and the battery doesn't last that long, so I gotta charge it up, and it takes a couple hours, seems like. Anyway, so I got this up into the vise here, but I do have to keep moving it around. I got a comfortable stool I'm sitting on, and I got my Dremel. I got my safety goggles I'm going to put on. One of the big things is for cutting this, you want to have this thing look bright. You don't want this butchered up. I'm not a Dremel type of guy normally. I usually go for my big cutoff tool, but my luck, it would jump and rip all the chrome off the damn thing. So you got to go to a Dremel, and because you want it to come out nice, and that's what we're gonna do. But the big thing is getting comfortable when you're ever using any type of cutting device, when you want to have a nice cut. That goes with welding too. Try to get comfortable and you'll do a good job. Enough babbling, let's get started here. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Ah. The battery died. I got 1 inch to go there. And then, well, I got 1, 2, 3. I got about 4 more inches to cut. So, I guess I'm done for the next couple hours on this part. Got to charge the old battery. All right. One more notch, and we should be free. Whoa! Did you guys see that? I just broke the disc on the last cut. Last little nip. It's probably because I pinched it. But we got the thing off here. So now we have a modified delray taillight. Much cooler. It's not as deep. On a small Model A tail pan, it just, these look way too deep for me, or bulged out. So too much stuff all over me already. That's first thing in the morning when I'm working. Yes, I'm a prima donna. Alright, so next stage we're going to grid out the rear deck lid area, and then get these squared up and start cutting in. I'm getting excited.
Oh my
Alright,
God.
we're back.
That's something you should do for Jerry.
I don't know what's going on here, but there's too much fun going on. What's so funny, cameraman 2?
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it.
Don't say anything.
I'm not.
Alright. Anyway.
Can't find the license plate.
I can't find my damn license plate for
Hand it away.
Anyway. So, as promised, well, me and the mouse in my pocket, well, actually, you know what? Cameraman 2 helped. You helped hold the ruler on the other end. But I gave you the dumb end, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, yeah.
Right. That way,
sometimes the smart end, you know.
It would be okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, back to serious business. I made a grid on where I want to go here. I did look on back pictures with the plate. I do have an old plate, so they are a little bit wider than a factory one that you would see nowadays. But I know... Stop saying uh-huh. So what I did was, off of pictures, I kind of did this little measurement deal with my eyeballs and applied it here. And stop saying uh-huh. So what we did was, I took the ring that I cut off and I used the tapered side and placed it on here with, you know, proper measurements, and scribed my line around it and did both sides. Now, when I measured, we're looking perfect. Looking perfect. And then, you know, top to bottom, the left to right, and it looks good. Now, we got the light. It's modified here. So what I got to do is I'm going to figure out how I want to tackle this. Whether I want to, you know, drill individual holes for this or make one bigger one. I'm not sure yet, but I think what I'm going to do is make individual holes for at least the sockets, and then get over to the mounting stud area. So also what I needed to do, because these are far from perfect, and the one light that I'm not holding in my hand has a scratch on the, which would be the bottom side of the light, which you wouldn't see. So I had to make sure that they will match up, because these grooves are slightly different, which actually works for me because I rather have it like this on the top, and that's how it's working. So I'm going to get right back to you, and when we start drilling, I guess, you know, I don't think you want to sit here for 20 minutes while I decipher my math on everything, so I'll spare you those minutes. All right, so we got our center points here for our hole saw. I'm gonna give this over to cameraman 2. Just gonna hold it. We're gonna drill for the studs. So if I could eyeball this 100%, which so what I'll do is, little trick. Yeah, I'm a little trick. I'm gonna put a little dab of grease on there. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna eyeball it and then put it on there. Then I'm gonna come back and just do my measurements and make sure that it looks like where I need to go. And if not, you'll wipe the grease off, start over again. So I'm going to get it pre-figured out. Figure I won't burn up all the minutes here. So see you in a second. All right, we're back here, and I got my tick marks here for drilling out the back of the lens here. And what I ended up doing was something different because I wasn't able to put the lamp up against there and accurately get it the way I want. So what I did was I made a template and put it on there, scribed everything, and then I mean, it's perfect. So we're gonna start by drilling out some of these and see where we land. All right, cameraman 2. Sorry for my cameraman, he's all upside down. So they call this a step bit because I am not completely directly blood related to it. That was a joke. Will the audience laugh or what?
Yeah. Whoa. It wasn't on.
This is amateur hour. God. I gotta slow down. I gotta breathe a little bit. Slow down. Plus my cameraman has to be a little bit more centered. Gotta pay attention. And there we have it.
There it is.
Perfect. Stop. This is the guy who keeps saying wow.
Not me.
Oh, you pity the fool?
I'm cameraman 2.
Cameraman 2. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It's fell right into place where I need it. This is where we started off with. Alright, so I'm going to come back with both taillights on to conclude this video. Thanks for hanging around. Hopefully you're not unsubscribing because this weirdo over here. So here's the finished product. I think it looks pretty cool. Now the lenses are like these bullet lenses that are stock. But, you know, we'll leave some for the imagination here. But I call that a success. It is exactly what I was looking for. And all the cuts came out good. Just got to polish them up a little bit. And should be good to go. Alright, well that's going to conclude the video. And hopefully you'll like it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. We appreciate our subscribers. And leave a comment, you know. If you know, drop us a hello, or hey, you guys are doing a bad job, or I don't know, something. We'd like to hear from you. So yeah, even comments of, you know, hey, why don't you add this to it, or anything. Feel free to speak. All right, we will see you on the next one.
The only reason why
I don't know, but like this old man keeps farting on me.
There's no wind, so you don't have to worry. What are you putting on camera for?
I do not know what to do with my cameraman too. He keeps farting on me.
Okay.
But he says, well, my stomach's gonna hurt. Well, I don't want his stomach to hurt, but jeez. And it blew him backwards, thank God.
My whole